Have you ever played tug of war? So you know that when one side pulls, the other side immediately feels the pressure, right? और राज की बात बताऊं, इंटरेस्ट रेट्स और स्टॉक मार्केट्स भी एग्जैक्टली इसी प्रिंसिपल पे काम करते हैं। मोस्ट पीपल थिंक इन दोनों का कोई कनेक्शन होता ही नहीं, बट इन रियलिटी देर कॉन्स्टेंटली इन अ टग ऑफ वॉर। कैसे? तो एक साइड पर है आरबीआई एडजस्टिंग द इंटरेस्ट रेट्स और दूसरी साइड पर इक्विटी मार्केट्स रिएक्टिंग टू एवरी पुल। सो व्हेन आरबीआई पुल्स ऑन इंटरेस्ट रेट्स, यानी कि रेट्स बढ़ा दे, then the market inevitably feels the tension. And when the RBI loosens up the interest rates, the market relaxes as well. And then this war shapes everything from your home loan EMI to corporate expansions and even your equity portfolio. But first let's start with the basics, shall we? ये interest rate है क्या? In the simplest of terms, interest rates is the cost of money. अगर आप borrow करते हो, you pay interest. अगर आप save या invest करते हो, you earn interest. और इंडिया में सबसे इन्फ्लुएंशियल रेट है रेपो रेट, जिस रेट पर आरबीआई बैंक्स को लेंड करता है। एंड दिस वन नंबर इनडायरेक्टली अफेक्ट्स नियरली एवरी फाइनेंशियल डिसीजन यू एंड आई मेक। जब रेपो रेट मूव करता है, लेंडिंग रेट्स, बोरोइंग रेट्स, सेविंग रेट्स, एफडी रिटर्न्स, बॉन्ड यील्ड्स, एवरीथिंग बिगिंस टू एडजस्ट। रेपो रेट को आप इकोनॉमी की हार्ट बीट समझ लो। व्हेन आरबीआई इंक्रीजेस और डिक्रीजेस इट, दैट हार्ट बीट स्पीड्स अप और स्लोज डाउन एंड द एंटायर फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम रिस्पॉन्ड्स। Now let's go deeper and understand how changes in interest rates spread through the economy. It's almost like a chain reaction. Whenever interest rates rise, the first impact appears in borrowing costs. Home loans, car loans, businesses loans, सबके rates naturally spike कर जाते हैं. और जब EMI बढ़ता है, people naturally delay big decisions, whether it's buying a house, a vehicle, or even certain discretionary expenses. Everything gets postponed. And as spending comes to a slow halt in households, businesses also start feeling the shift. Their cost of capital rises, so expansion suddenly looks less attractive. Now projects, factories, capacity upgrades all become financially harder to justify. As a result, corporate profitability begins to feel pressure. Stock markets immediately sense this change. Markets run on expectations, so when future earnings look weaker, valuations naturally adjust. That's why rising rate environments often make equity markets cautious. पर जब interest rates गिर जाए, it's like someone flipped the mood of the entire economy. Borrowing becomes cheaper, EMIs reduce, confidence returns. People revisit big ticket purchases they were earlier postponing. Businesses also feel more comfortable with expansion because capital becomes affordable. This environment gradually lifts corporate earnings as equity markets respond with optimism. So the logic is very straightforward. A supportive interest rate environment boosts economy activity, strengthens corporate profitability, and eventually reflects in healthier equity returns. पर अब क्वेश्चन ये उठता है, इक्विटी मार्केट्स इतनी स्ट्रांगली रिएक्ट क्यों करते हैं? There are three powerful reasons. पहला, cost of capital. A company that can borrow at lower rates can grow more profitably. When rates increase, capital expensive हो जाता है, तो naturally growth slow हो जाती है. दूसरा reason है valuation models, especially discounted cash flow. Higher interest rates means a higher discount rate, which reduces the present value of future earnings. So even if the business is doing fine, its valuation can fall simply because interest rates went up. The third reason is investor behavior. When interest rates rise, safer investments like FDs start offering attractive returns. So कुछ investors equities से fixed income products में shift हो जाते हैं. Naturally, risk appetite falls, dragging markets with it. Let's look at real phases in India to understand all of this even better. Before the 2008 financial crisis, global central banks were raising interest rates to control overheating. Soon after, markets corrected sharply. Pandemic के time, interest rates were aggressively cut to stabilize the economy, and this period saw one of the fastest and strongest market recoveries in India. In both situations, good or challenging, the constant factor was the direction of the interest rates. Now, let's talk about what you can do as an investor. When interest rates are rising, growth-oriented stocks struggle because they depend on cheap capital. Highly indebted companies also feel more pressure. Defensive sectors like FMCG and pharma usually perform better. Dividend-paying stocks also look attractive because they offer steady income even in cautious periods. When rates starts falling, the picture flips. Growth stocks become more attractive. Real estate and auto companies benefit because borrowing becomes more affordable. Capital intensive sectors, manufacturing, infrastructure often see strong revival as their funding costs fall. Investor sentiment improves and markets become more buoyant. To simplify this whole cycle, investors often follow a three-stage playbook. When rates are tightening, investors prefer defensive, value-driven, cash-rich companies and continue SIPs to average out volatility. When rates pause, markets start anticipating future cuts, and growth stocks quietly start gaining traction. When rates ease, growth, capex, consumption-heavy sectors take the lead and drive market momentum. Now, you don't need to be an economist to understand where rates are heading. Just three signals are enough. 1. Inflation. If inflation cools, rate cuts become likely. 2. GDP and credit growth. If economic activity slows, RBI becomes supportive. 3. Global cues, especially the US Federal Reserve, because India aligns its policy direction with global trends. ये तीन signals आपको पूरा picture दे देते हैं. बस एक चीज याद रखो. Short term में markets react sharply to interest rates, but long term में markets follow earnings. So instead of trying to time every RBI policy move, understand the broader cycle and position gradually. Do you adjust your portfolio when interest rates rise or fall? Or do you stay invested or ride out most tug of wars? Tell us in the comments. और अगर आपको ये masterclass valuable लगा, तो don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risk. Read all related documents carefully before investing.